Well, guys, kind of looks like we flew a little too close to the sun. Dr. Till Ministry of Dude is dead. Not me, not the person. I'm alive. I don't even think I can die. But the YouTube channel, Dr. Till Ministry of Dude, my legacy YouTube channel that I've had since 2006, before YouTube was even bought by Google, has been nuked, deleted, removed, because we dared to make fun of some people that have some really stupid beliefs. Namely that Jesus was a who trafficked children and used prepubescent boys' private parts to manufacture antidotes to a weird psychedelic snake venom. It's a long story. But a few people in this community don't really like us making fun of them. Don't really like how we mock their beliefs, their stupid, disgusting, sexually deviant beliefs. They're beliefs that make them put on blonde wigs and dance around in women's lingerie. These people are disgusting and deserve to be mocked. These people like, a man by the name of Snappy, aka Darren, or Eamon Hillman, aka David. These people are trying to subvert our very Western culture, and I'm using the only weapon that I really have to my disposal, just being unreasonably cruel and mean and making fun of them and calling them stupid names and making fun of the way that their apartment kitchen has like one bookshelf, and that's the whole kitchen. It's a cult, but it's not a cult. These people is my point. So if you haven't yet, go subscribe to my backup channel, now my main channel, youtube.com/Ministry of Dude. Or better yet, go over to Rumble or Kick or right here on X at the Dr. Till. And you can watch every day, 5 days a week. Because you know what? Some ass that does body percussion and thinks that's a fucking talent isn't going to stop me from streaming. So eat a bag of dicks, and everybody else go subscribe to my channels. I'll see you guys later.
Engage your flames. Jesus was the purple man, living in a purple land. Snake bite to the hand, and a dope from a boy's gland. This Jesus, the purple man. Let me levitate into your dreams. I will make love so cosmically. Take off my flesh, you don't need the rest. I'm a man who's the best, so take your guess. Is it me? Was the purple man, living in a desert, purple land. Snake bite to the head, antidote from a boy's gland. It's Jesus, the purple man. Next slide, Chewy. I just sweep all the leftover Greek that they're too afraid to sneak a peek. No, I ain't monetized, so look into my eyes. The truth never dies, the Medea is the real Christ. I got fired for all my lies and sexual assault. It's not my was the purple man, living in a purple land. Snake bite to the hand, antidote from a boy's gland. It's Jesus, the purple man. No, goddammit, no. Do you understand? All these sexy guardians are engaging my flights. The standard translations are just a mistake. God is in hedonism and perversion, not the saints. Scholars in the back alley taking the bait. Pants around their ankles, I'm the one no one can debate. Jesus was the purple man, snake bite to the hand, died because a purple land. This blind's waiting on hand. Antidote from a boy's gland. It's Jesus the Purple Man. Wait, no, stop. I didn't attack those girls, baby. No, I didn't become a janitor to be closer to impressionable young women. I'm a classicist. Yeah, the assault was all made up because they don't want you to know the truth about the 30,000 cries. Jesus was the Purple Man, living in a purple land. Snake bite to the hand, antidote from a boy's gland. It's Jesus, the Purple Man, living in a purple land. Snake bite to the hand, antidote from a boy's gland. Jesus was the Purple Man, living in a purple land. Snake bite to the hand, antidote from a boy's gland. It's Jesus, the Purple Man. It's Jesus, the Purple Man. It's Jesus, the Purple Man.
Warning, we are not responsible for any booty shaking, titty licking, drinking, cheating, or any other irresponsible actions you're about to watch.
People think I'm gay. Let's boogie. Dr. Till is a racist.
Are you living somewhere you rent?
You know how tight a virgin black ass is?
Yeah.
You can't act black.
This lady right here, she's black. But really,
She's wearing
it's a
a mask.
CIA mask.
CIA
She's
mask.
doing CIA
Yeah.
blackface.
Ministry of Duds.
Subtitles, subtitles, subtitles.
Turns out, the Westboro Baptist Church was right all along.
Jesus is a guy who walked around with 12 children.
So let me get to the real. I think I'm the dumbest person in the world.
The path of a lesbian is truly a hard and lonely one.
This guy actually believes he's boiling people and roasting people on the internet.
We're back. What's going on, motherfuckers? How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Ministry, dude. Hit that like button on your way in. Please share this link on all your favorite social media so the people know that we are live. Stevie J's telling us it won't recommend the stream and it's not gonna be in the search results. Sounds like we're shadow banned. Oh, boo the shadow ban. How's it going, everybody? How are we doing tonight? What's going on, Kyle?
All good.
So much to bounce off of.
What do you want me to say?
What's going on? We got people in the Rumble chat. What's going on, Rumble? How you doing over there, Rumble? We are on the, well, it's not a new channel. This is the old secondary channel for the Ministry of Dude over on youtube.com/@ministryofdude. No Dr. Till this time. Just Ministry of Dude. Maybe one day we'll get our original channel back. But until then, tell all your friends to come over here and subscribe because we fucking need it. We need subscribers. Bad. The plan is to get this channel also monetized. That way when we get our other channel back, because we're gonna, it's only a matter of time, we can have 2 monetized channels. And that way if, we get like a strike or something like that, boom, we can just hop over to the other channel. Everybody's good to go. So everyone who's subscribed to the other channel, I want you guys to subscribe over here. Tell your friends. Let the people know that we are still alive and kicking, and we're still streaming. It won't let you sub? What?
I posted a link to your backup channel on Rumble.
Oh, God. What is YouTube doing to me? What is YouTube? Let me guess. Did they flag this one yet? I haven't seen anything. Let me go look in the studio. No, nothing. I don't know.
Talking about the YouTube?
Yeah. Callan over in the Rumble chat saying it won't let him sub. That's weird. The fuck, YouTube? What is with this shit? Why does YouTube hate us all of a sudden? All we did was make a fun of like one body percussionist and all hell breaks loose. It's fucking lame. Didn't realize body percussionists were a protected class. I'm sorry,
We are the neurodivergent minority.
Man, I'm sick of all these chest slappers out there really just like creeping on our kids, man. There's all these chest slappers just standing around like fucking middle school playground.
Hey, kids.
Hey, kids. Yes, I pissed off the we'll call them the chest slapper youth. Yeah. Eventually we'll get our channel back. It seems like they do it for like 6 months at a time just to prove a point, and then they just give us our channel back. So hopefully that will happen again, because that's what happened last time. They just like kind of waited like a few months and then repealed, and then eventually we got our channel back. So if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell so that you can be alerted when all these live streams go live. But if you don't hit the bell, you know what? We're here every night, 8 p.m. Eastern, live on this channel, on Twitter, X, whatever they fucking call them. Rumble, Kick. I think I'm streaming to the Casey's down the street. So if you're in the area, just go hang out in the Casey's and
Homeless shelters.
the Hope Campus downtown.
YMCA.
Well, we got a lot of shit to watch tonight, Kyle. You wanna get into this shit? Because I've got so many things. Let's start with something that is tertiary to what we've been covering for the last about a week now, which is the new Kanye song, the anthem of the world, ladies and gentlemen. Inward Heil Hitler. That's what Ben Shapiro said. We gotta use the soft. Can't do hard R's on Hitler. I'm sorry, Hitler.
Yeah.
Gotta do Hitler. So let's take a look at what's been said out there, Kyle. Oh look, it's this bald monkey guy.
You seen fucking Kanye's new song?
Joe is
Bro.
What is?
He's waking up. He's treading on some fine lines. as
Dude,
you're
how
about to
funny
see.
would it be if Joe Rogan went Jay Woke? They
I don't
call
know.
him Jay
See for
Woke
yourself.
Rogan.
Have you watched this?
He's Kyle. I don't want to sound like an asshole or anything, but he's just doing 2015 talking points. We've all been to this, Kyle.
Oh, it's a callback.
Kyle, this is some passive. What is he, a
Okay.
boomer? Come on.
Got me there. Okay.
What?
Got it, folks.
Here's the thing.
What?
My
First of all,
Yeah.
kind of catchy.
Well, that's the problem with it. That's the problem. It's
Yeah.
like the guy from production, like he's never lost a step. He can make a beat. He can he's so talented.
He's a genius.
He's a talented producer, man. I do think it's like when first of all, I think people are kind of done asking him questions because most of the shit he puts out is like self-released kind of commentary or thoughts. Because he's saying just fucking crazy,
This is the craziest thing
But
I've
like-
ever seen.
But there is a thing where that song is like, what are you doing, dude? Like, what are you doing for
It's
real?
the ultimate pushing back.
Yes, Kanye,
Yeah.
what are you doing? We all want to know what you're doing, Kanye. What are you doing, Kanye? It's almost like the comedians don't understand comedy. It's weird, right?
Dude, what are you doing? What is this?
What are you drinking?
Sweet tea?
Oh my god.
That's a weird cup.
No,
Out
that's
of a
not.
disco ball.
Yeah, it's a
Cocoa
disco
Yeah,
ball.
disco ball cup.
There's nothing weird
You
about
never
it.
never tired of stooping too low.
Kyle, I didn't even intend to use this as my cup of choice night, but I haven't been home in a few days, and I didn't realize I was out of clean cups. So, disco ball it was.
Yeah, he's trying to stay alive, staying alive.
By the way,
Oh,
that
yeah.
Flash T-shirt is asking for is begging for release. That
For
stamp
release?
is like,
Oh, it's dying.
buddy.
Yeah, it's like coming apart.
We
I like
went
that's why I
through
like
this.
it, because it looks like it's worn and like time has gotten to it, you know, because he's the Flash and he can time travel.
I guess, but there is like I think I have a pretty, let things go kind of vibe to me. Right?
Obviously.
Yeah,
Your fucking
right? Like,
show.
yeah,
Yeah,
like, I
your
don't-
show's ridiculous.
It's a ridiculous show, and I've always been like, yeah, say whatever you're gonna say. But I do think
Okay. Watch review.
All right, clearly we're looking at a gold band and a gold watch, which honestly doesn't mean a ton.
Fucking
right? Like,
show. Yeah.
like,
You get a nice gold watch for like $5,000.
I
Your
don't.
show's ridiculous.
It's
Enhance.
Not getting a good frame for the face.
ridiculous.
It's a ridiculous show, and I've always been like, yeah, say whatever you're gonna say. But I do think like make.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh.
He moves his hand too fast.
too
I
quick.
can't see it. I'm sure we could
It's all motion blur.
cross-reference it with one of his videos where he takes Teddy Baldassar through his watch collection.
Who was talking shit about watches? Was
That was you, Kyle. That was you talking shit about
what?
watches.
No, that always. But was it Bert?
No, Bert.
was it?
Bert wasn't talking
What?
shit about watches. He was being like, "Yeah, man, like if you know, people think we're like, you only got watches and money to invest in a watch. Don't buy a watch. It's kind of dumb."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad investment.
But I do think like making a catchy song about that. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like you're just getting at a.
Kyle, I'm not even gonna fall for the bait.
Art.
I'm not gonna fall for the bait.
What, babe?
Watches at the level that he is buying and Bert Kreischer are buying are absolutely great investments. Your cigarette's keying out, so it just looked like you're just doing this. I am French today. It's completely keyed out.
Anyway, no, but here's the point. At the level of money they are, watches are a bad investment.
No, not the level of money they'd be spending on watches, because they'd be spending
Yeah.
probably like
Yeah.
$40,000-$50,000 on a watch. Now, here's where the investment thing. I've been doing a little more research, Kyle. Here's where the investment thing gets a little tricky. Okay, if you buy a watch that is very mass produced, it's not going to accumulate value as much as if you buy something that's unique. It could even be
Sure.
ugly.
So I'll give you my most favorable take on this.
Okay.
A watch might be a good investment if you're mid class and or poor or whatever, and either you inherit a watch or you have an opportunity to buy. You have a good eye and you find a let's say a good investment, like a good watch,
Mm-hmm.
like a hidden gem find in a yard sale, a thrift store.
Yeah,
someone in
like
your
the
family wants to get rid
classic
of
story of the
it.
guy putting the Rolex in his safety deposit box for 40 years and he finds out
Yeah,
it's a
but-
$2 million watch.
That's the extreme, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That might be the good investment. You know, if you're too poor and you're buying a bunch of like watches, like you said, mass produced, whatever.
I get what you're
expecting it
saying.
all
For someone who's
to
rich, you
become
wouldn't
a
have
good
enough
investment.
volume to
No,
really make a difference.
yeah. If you're
But,
too
like,
poor, it's
if you're
dumb.
someone
if you're too
like,
rich, if you're too rich, there's better investments too.
I can't remember the guy's
If
name.
it's-
He was on Shark Tank. Bald guy, always wears like the really tight suit. Has like always like the pocket square and shit like that. Like kind of like looks very Jewish.
Forgot about it. Yeah.
He literally owns thousands of like 5-figure watches. Like he has safety deposit boxes all over the country.
Is
So-
that his business? His main business?
No, it's not. He's a real estate guy.
There we go.
Um,
Now,
what,
I
what
think
I'm
I have
saying
the
is, someone
perfect
who has the
summary.
volume that he does, it would make a difference if he liquidated everything. Like he could make like
fine.
probably like $100 million off all his watches.
I think I have the perfect summary for what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
It's a valuable, fancy hobby. Okay, so if you're rich, you can buy a lot of fancy things as like treats to yourself to show your money or whatever because you like them. Yada yada. Among those things, watches might be one of those who have like the less depreciation. Let's say car. You buy a fancy car, it's only going to depreciate. It's yada yada. So watches might be a fancy treat, a fancy hobby that it's also kind of a good investment, but it's not a way of a business route for investment.
No, I'm not saying that.
If you have that kind of money, buy Bitcoin, buy whatever. There's a million other
to doing
things.
cash deposits, like CDs. So, like, in a cash deposit, the idea is you put money into the bank and you let it sit there and accrue interest, right? That's how CDs work.
Yeah.
So you buy like a $5,000 CD, it sits in the bank, it accrues interest, and you
So
can
you're saying
like...
it's better than that?
What I'm saying is, in some economies, I don't know what it's like right now, but like 8-9 years ago when I was really into this shit, the appreciation on high-end watches, I'm not saying the watches that I could afford, I'm not even saying like a Tissot or like a Seiko, I'm talking about like Grand Seikos, hey Hal, like, what is it, Paltec, the PT ones, that got the Royal Oak. The Royal Oak is a gorgeous fucking watch. Those watches, at the time I was really into it, would appreciate in value faster than you could accrue interest on a CD. That's why a lot of rich people would
here's the counterpoint, and here's why you should stop reading the watch blog that you read that's that. Because if you're rich and your investment is CDs, you're dumb. You're not made to be rich. You're not going to be rich for long.
That's not the only thing you're investing in.
That's the whole point. It's fine, but like I said,
put it
it's
this
a
way.
fancy thing that it's kind of an investment, but it's not
Hold on,
an
let
investment.
me put it to you this way. If you are putting all your investment money into watches, yeah, you're retarded. A watch, especially like a high-end watch, if you're making a lot of money, like Eric right now, he should be buying like $10,000 watches like once or twice.
Transformers, those are gonna.
Transformers are not gonna appreciate in value like a watch would. If he bought a Rolex and just put it in a safety deposit box, wear it once in a while.
Rolex transformer, that'll be the dopest one.
Rolex transformer. Okay, now you're getting me on board, but you get what I'm saying. Like, if he would buy like a couple of like low-end watches, just make sure that they're kind of from limited runs. Make sure they're somewhat unique. They're not like just mass production lines. It will appreciate in value, and it'll be something that you can physically. But what I'm saying is, it should be a part of your portfolio, not your whole portfolio. You get what I'm saying?
I wouldn't even say that. I would say if you want to have expensive hobbies, maybe watches aren't the worst ones if you know how to buy them. Instead of like
just put it this way: in terms of investment, real estate, and then like way down here is watches. Like watches, like number 6 on the list. But it is a part of a very wealthy man, healthy portfolio. You have like real estate, stocks, watches are like way down here. Like, but they do have a
okay. We agree on that.
We
I
just
don't
are
even
not.
think it's a portfolio thing. I don't even think it gets into the portfolio. It's just a.
Oh, it's part. It's
nice
part of your
appreciate.
assets. It's like counted as part of your like shit. So like, a lot of the rich people say it's wearing your money, because like especially if you get something that's really nice, that's expensive, that's somewhat unique, it'll never go below what you paid for it. So at the very least, you can go just sell it and get your money directly back. So that's why like they call them silver parachutes or gold parachutes.
Whatever. Fine arts, it's a better investment. It's actually,
dude, if you want to see someone who is like super gay about watches, watch Producer Michael's channel. Like, he's got some crazy watches, but they're all like, every single watch he has in there, you're like, that watch is so expensive, it could buy 3 of my houses. But I would never wear that piece of shit. It looks fucking disgusting. Because he's a flamboyant, like, British person.
All right, let's not bore
allegedly
people
not gay.
with arguments about.
I mean, he
watch
wears
why-
salmon shirts with paisley underpinnings. What? Anyways, I'm sure he's into body percussion.
Minimum, you're just going to get more people that think it's cool to say Heil Hitler. Like, that's at the minimum.
Well, I think that's part of the program. I think it's part of what he's trying to do.
But, I mean, is that cool to do? I guess if you're like, well, it's fun to troll the masses. And
Stop moving, you fuck. That might be an iced royal oak. It kind of looks like a royal oak. Hold on. I looked up royal.
Here we go, folks. Watch review, part 2.
So, look at this. This is the AP Royal Oak. The Admir's Puget. $26,000. Streamlabs.com/ministry of tears. Come on, you guys bought Kyle a computer. it's just 26 grand. That's, I mean, with tax, probably like 28, but you know. That looks like that blinged out. Like, that's like what the base watch looks like. You can get that completely gold and you can get it iced out. It's kind of what it looks like. It might not be, though. I'm not sure.
doesn't get them to do that, okay. But what I'm saying is that, like, at a minimum, you're going to get less educated people to go like, this is a fun thing to say. And you're like, I mean, is that good? You really want people just...
They're looking at this all wrong, Kyle. Because there's something that I noticed today. I know, I think Fat Cake Boys want to post it. So here is a video from Thailand. I want you to tell me what you noticed about this, Kyle.
We're all lady boys.
One is what? I was to say one of them's going to be his future wife.
I don't trust products from Thailand.
God, there's a reason why I never go to fucking Asia. These pan-faced bitches.
But that's Polynesia, as they call it.
It looks like...
It's the poor Asia.
It looks like a room of spoons. Waving their arms around.
Frozen, are these your family members?
Frozen, are these your utensils?
Yep, that's the dance of the summer, folks.
You mean to tell me that a song that has circled the planet, despite being banned from every platform other than maybe Twitter, is racist? This is the most unifying thing to happen in like 100 years, Kyle. Think about it.
Really?
People of every culture and race, ethnicity, religion are saying N-word Heil Hitler and like throwing their arms up around the fucking globe. This Kyle, this has done more for race relations than Martin Luther King could ever have done with his gay sextortion ring. Think about it. He just united the world with N-word Heil Hitler. Honestly, it's probably the worst thing that Hitler could have ever dreamed of.
All the non-white world.
All the non-whites and the whites alike are banding together in unison.
I don't think people are bopping that song in Europe.
Dude,
Sure.
it absolutely is.
No.
Hal, I know you're out there. Send me links of people jamming to Heil Hitler in Europe. I need
But there's a lot of
multicultural
fakery going
around the
on.
world.
Like this one looked real, the Thailand one, but the other one someone posted about a jazz band, that one was fake. So there's a lot of fakery going on.
The jazz band was fake?
Yeah, it is fake.
I don't know, Kyle. I feel like you're
Clearly
just...
see it. It's obviously fake.
It's crazy that Heil Hitler is a searchable term on Twitter now. Kyle, you mean to tell me these are Americans? These don't look like Americans to me.
How
Like, this distinctly looks like gypsy trash. And that's Romanian.
Looks like Grey Starp.
They look like French.
That's what I said, gypsy fucking trash, Kyle. Don't just repeat what I say back to me. What is this guy wearing over the side? No American would wear that.
Oh, except for you?
No, I don't wear one of those. Ugh.
Shut up, too. You have a lot of
What
hats.
is wrong with you? That is nowhere near
I
what
don't
I wear.
believe you.
That's like a painter's hat.
Nah, it has a little, it has a little
Yeah.
front
Yeah.
cap thing.
An eight panel doesn't do that, Kyle. You don't see the bill. The bill is sewn into the fold.
Till don't lie to yourself.
This is
You
not
would
even
wear it.
close.
Maybe
to
not.
This is not an
maybe
Ivy
you-
cap. This is a newsboy's hat.
You telling me you wouldn't wear that? Maybe not as tilted to one
Absolutely
side.
not. Absolutely not. That's
Everyone
offensive,
in chat
Kyle.
knows
That's,
you're a liar.
Kyle, that's offensive.
Everyone here has been around enough to see you wearing those hats.
I've never worn
Those
a hat
kind of
like that.
hats.
Kyle, I don't do body percussion. I don't wear hats like that.
I don't know, man. You said you were a great drummer. That's basically that.
I just don't believe that's not a European person. For one, they're driving around with a beer in their cup holder. That's definitely a European thing. Americans don't do that. That's illegal.
Look, the song is a banger, and it couldn't get out of my head. But it's a problem because, like I
So
said,
you're telling me it's spread to South America now,
in
Kyle?
a lot of countries. But that's the problem. In a lot of countries, Nazism is illegal, punished by law. So here in Brazil,
What does that have to do
for
with
example,
Nazism?
It just is.
I don't understand the connection.
Germany, a lot of countries in Europe, a lot of other
I
countries.
get it. They're all pussies, but
it's
I don't get what
illegal.
that has to do with this song.
I
What is-
agree that the song shouldn't be classified maybe as that, but it is because it even has a fucking Hitler speech at the end.
But Kyle,
It's
Kanye's
ob-
black.
it's
He can't be a
obviously-
Nazi. He doesn't qualify.
It doesn't matter. You think that matters?
Yeah, I mean the Nazis would, wouldn't they?
What?
They wouldn't let Kanye in. The Nazis would be
But
like,
it
"I'm
doesn't
sorry, bro.
matter.
Like, we love your
It doesn't
enthusiasm."
matter for the law, for the countries who outlawed it. It doesn't matter. It's apology.
How says Kanye released that song on Victory in Europe Day? Oh yeah, the day that he released the Heil Hitler song, it was commemorating the victory over the Nazis in Europe. It was the day that the Germans surrendered.
I understand that it's a whole like.
He's playing 4D
subversive-
chess, Kyle.
I understand, but the countries who have those laws are retarded. Because the law in itself is dumb. Because communism isn't outlawed. So don't expect the law to be applied fairly. Oh no, he's black, so it's allowed. Oh, it's a song. It's a joke. It isn't, unfortunately. I would love to hear it bopping on the streets. I know many people here heard the song, but you do it at your own peril.
I don't know, Kyle. It sounds like you're trying to divide the world after Kanye has brought it together.
I'm just saying how it is.
I don't know,
wish it
Kyle.
was
Your
the other way
pessimism
around.
sounds like you're trying to undo Kanye's great work. His struggle, if you will.
Just saying how it is.
Dude, that would have
If
been
you would
hilarious.
let the left work, if they had Congress and presidency, they would absolutely pass that law
Yeah.
outlawing any display of Nazi propaganda, apology, yada 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 yada.
How funny would it have been if he'd have named the album Mein Kampf? Because, I mean, the album really is about his struggle.
Absolutely, that would be fun.
It would have been very fitting, honestly. Not that Kanye should do that. That's very hateful speech. Don't do
No,
that.
the album should be called Mein Kampf, comma, N-word.
Inward Mein Kampf. So you keep the same, like, you know.
No, it's like he's telling, dude, that's Mein Kampf, brother.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, he's keeping the same word organization as the Heil Hitler song later. So he goes, Inward Mein Kampf. Inward,
doesn't make
comma,
sense.
Mein Kampf.
Not as good. Don't try to make my things worse. Don't try to ruin my ideas.
I'm sorry, I made him better.
Walking around being like, you know, it's tight, man. How Hitler? Like, that's fucking insane.
Well, that out of context, that's a great clip, Tom.
Walking around being like, you know, it's tight, man. How Hitler?
Just
Why would
remix
you
that
say
to the
that?
song.
That's not cool, Tom. Why would you ever have something like that on record? I only have good things that I say on record. That's very bad and hateful, Tom. We around here at the Ministry do. We support our Jewish brothers and sisters. Al's 127th Jew, I think. I don't know.
And a body percussionist.
And Kyle, what have I said? Women can't be body percussionists. They can only give up.
How can't they? They have all the biggest drums.
Like, that's fucking insane. It's crazy.
It is crazy, but it's also kind of a sign of the times.
I guess. Yeah.
This is a chaotic world we're living in.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, this kind of highlights the benefits.
He is droopy high right now. Like, he's so high, he looks like the... Hey guys,
When is he
I'm
not?
droopy. Yo, what up, Rock the
When is
Casbah?
he not? What
Dude,
is
like, I think
Show
it's
up, Rock
his
the Casbah.
age.
Stop being gay. Just because you say some retarded shit some now and then, and we
Yeah,
like.
Kyle says
show
retarded shit
up.
every night, and he's co-host.
Every
so, like,
every night. Show up. Stop
and,
being gay.
you know, somebody's gotta do the disco.
Come on. Pull up.
He's the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17.
This is a shame. This is how you gotta stop enabling this behavior.
Having
gotta throw
the
this
time of your
shit off.
life.
Remember when I told you women will cheer you up in doing things that make them lose respect? If Hal says, "Oh, Till, that's such a cute cup," that's my
No, she
advice,
hates
bro.
it. That's why I
Don't
love
listen
it.
to her. Don't listen to her. There we go.
She hates it, Kyle. That's why I love
Okay,
it.
that's points for Hal.
I mean, I want to say
You
this.
guys understand,
says
when you
if she
hate
likes
something, it
it,
just makes
that's
you want
when
to do
you
it
know.
more.
If she ever says if she likes it, that's when you know it's fucked.
See, she's screaming in the chat, Kyle, I don't like his antics. Yeah, but you
Good.
love me, so you're kind of trapped.
Like carefully, because I don't want to think any. I want to say real clearly. I don't support people saying that. I don't think it's a good thing to say.
No.
I don't say it. I certainly don't think. I don't think any racism is good. I don't think anti-Semitism is good. I don't think anti-Christianity is good.
Jesus, Joe, can you just suck everyone's dick before you get to the fucking point? God damn.
Look, he's evolving. For him to
No
say
one
I don't think
cares.
anti-Christianity is good, he wouldn't say that a couple years ago.
Literally, like, don't care about whether he's racist or not. I don't think he's racist. I also don't care. Because here's the thing,
No, he's
Kyle,
just doing all the.
Here's the thing about racism. It doesn't matter unless you're hurting someone. In which case, we already have laws for you hurting someone.
Oh, I thought
just
you were
like
gonna
with
do
drugs.
Jesse Lee Peterson. Just
Kyle, hold on. I'm
No
giving my
no
2014
such
take.
thing
Can you,
as racism, homophobia.
I say racism is just like drugs. It's harmless. Hold on, I had to refill my disco ball. Give me a second.
This gallon of pee.
No, it's Milo's world famous sweet tea. I've not
He
been
doesn't
home.
even make his own tea.
I
Buy
usually
this
do, Kyle, but I haven't been
chemical
home.
Garbage.
Okay, sorry. Anyways,
I don't think Asian hate is good. I don't think anything
who
is
is
good.
choking in pee?
But-
Kyle probably.
There's a benefit to just letting people talk. Like, let people say whatever the fuck they want to say, even if it sucks. This is the benefit of Twitter. But this is also the bad part. It's like the fucking song has so many millions of hits on Twitter. It's been banned from every platform.
Yeah.
But is it good to ban things from platforms, or is it better to let it be out there
I see
and
what you're
let
saying.
people
Yeah.
talk about it? Because if you ban it, then people want to hear it more.
That's true.
And then it becomes more popular, and then it kind of supports what he says, which is that there's this concerted effort, if you talk about Jewish people, that they're going to remove you from everything.
No, they don't. That doesn't. Kyle, that doesn't happen.
Joe,
Kyle.
Joe. What are you saying in
Kyle,
this show?
I'm on Joe's side here. I think there is definitely no conspiracy worldwide going on that involves a lot of Jewish people,
No,
even if
but
it's
that's
not the whole.
That's the point he's making. That he's like,
I don't think
well,
that's real, Kyle.
they
I'm
kinda
on his
proving
side.
him right.
It's not. Nope, it's not real,
No.
Kyle. Kanye's crazy.
He's saying that he kind of has a point. If they do
Nope.
this,
Then
they
I
kind of prove
condemn
him
Joe.
right.
Joe Rogan is a racist and an anti-Semite, and he definitely wants to kill Palestinian kids.
Yes.
I don't know how those things
The
connect, but he
Ministry of
does.
Dude, Friends of the Jews.
Friends of the Jews and the Palestinians. We like both. I don't know which side to be on, Kyle. We want a two-state solution, but we're Palestine is somewhere else.
Wait, can we do a
Possibly
tri-state?
Canada. A tri-state? You know, they've never thought about that.
Who we give the third state to?
Oh, House says it's actually illegal in Europe. That's hilarious. Which means they're doing it underground and they're just not posting it.
I told you it's
underground,
but
Kyle.
it's
That means
illegal.
it's a bigger sensation than I previously thought. That means I'm more right.
Sure. It's
The fact that you haven't figured out how my logic works yet is astounding.
I know your logic. It's you're right. And
Yes, that's it.
You're
That's
right.
the end of it.
That's what a coincidence. We're so alike. I'm also always right. That's how this show flows so well. Two people who are always right.
Move you
Right.
from banking, which is what he's saying. They run everything. So if they didn't, like if it was just you were talking shit about Puerto Ricans, look what happened to Tony. Nothing.
Yeah.
He's doing great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Joe,
Like if
House
there's
says people are going to start
what are you
protesting.
saying?
I think Kanye got to him, Kyle. We have to put Joe Rogan in jail. Joe Rogan's busted. He's an anti-Semite. Clearly not a friend of the Jews. Like here at the Ministry of Dude, where we support all Jews and send most of our taxes directly to Israel.
Yeah.
Are they buying it, Kyle?
certain people that you're allowed to pick on and make jokes about or mock or say something, and you can get away with it.
Yeah. Well, I think he's made his point. I think we all get it now.
It's never going to end.
Yeah.
But how does it end? This
We
is
all
the
get
question.
it
When I
now.
was watching that song,
He made his point.
First of all, I was by myself when I first saw the song.
It's
I was like,
like-
what is this?
No, I
Yeah.
gotta say this. Like, I gotta give this. Like, even though I don't generalize, I still think just saying the Jews is bad is wrong. But even normie people are like, yeah, there's something going on here. Like, it's not, an entire race of people, but it's like there's groups of people who identify a certain way that be doing this.
Kyle, see, it
Even
is,
like not-
it is banned in the European Union. And I just want to say from here, everybody at the ministry, just so we make sure that
Classic.
our message is clear, Kyle. We don't want to be misunderstood by
We don't want to be
YouTube.
associated with Joe Rogan and Tom
No,
Segura.
Joe Rogan's
over here.
anti-Semite. He keeps his Jew hate in the wrinkles of his forehead. See right there? Between his eyebrows, that's where all the Jew hate stems from. That crevice of
That's basically
anti-Semitism.
Auschwitz. Right there. See the gates?
And his nose is essentially the train tracks to Auschwitz.
No way.
Yeah,
That's his
yeah.
forehead.
It's like, no way. No way. And I'm watching it on my phone. I'm like, yo. And then my first thought was, how does this end? Because this ends. This is going to end. There's going to come a time where they're going to realize, like, this is a problem.
Yeah.
So how does it end? Does it end in assassination? Does it end in...
There's definitely people.
Probably an overdose that is going to be very skepticized
Suspicious.
by everyone.
Yeah.
Probably. Oh man, he's the first person to ever overdose on nitrous and sleeping pills and lead. And he also hung himself from a tree with
Cyanide. He had a cyanide overdose. You gotta know your dose.
For some reason, there was latkes in his belly.
People that want to kill him.
Financial
I'm sure.
ruin.
Yeah. I don't know what his financial situation is. I know that like there's been all these over the last 5 years. There's been times where like his net worth has been reported at like such a crazy amount, and then I remember like funds were frozen, and he was like, I don't have anything, and then it was like all back. I don't know what his financial situation.
Well, they
is.
can't steal your money,
Yeah.
but they can debank you.
Yeah,
Oh, Joe.
where no one will bank.
They
with you.
absolutely
Right, so it's-
can. And they did. YouTube did. They
Mhm.
absolutely can steal your money.
Yep. They can. Streamlabs.com/ministries, dude.
Like, what? How does that work? Like, where do you get your ATM card? Like,
Yeah.
Is it from the Bank of fucking Portugal? Like, what do you have to do? Like, how does that work?
Kyle, did you get your ATM card from the Bank of Portugal?
No, and I wouldn't.
Okay.
You know what I thought about when I was
the
watching that?
European Union.
But you're Brazilian. You're like Portuguese
and I
too,
could
like
have-
Boogaloo.
I could have double citizenship, but I don't care about that.
Why would you want dual citizenship to a country you're never going to go to? Now, if
Why
they
I
give you
wouldn't?
dual
Why I-
citizenship like Spain, maybe.
No, I have
there
a
for-
close family in Portugal, and they would actually, if I wanted to go there, they would host me and probably pay for my flight. And here's what dual citizenship in one country gets you. If I have dual citizenship in Portugal, I have free. It's like I have for the whole European Union. I can go to any
Yeah.
country in the
All
European
those
Union. But I
Satan
don't,
lover
I don't care about
countries.
that. Yeah, don't care about that.
Video. I was like, how do you get? I don't know, however many actors.
That's easy. That's the easy part.
I think it's crazy. I think a
Money.
lot of people would be like, what?
Oh, that's easy.
Tom, you got people that act in your shitty fucking sketch comedy show. Actors will pretty much do anything for money because most of them really just want the union gig so they can continue to get fucking free health care.
Easy part. You put out a casting call in LA, everyone's soulless. They have no fucking soul.
Nuts.
They just want to get famous. You're gonna
Yeah.
do a project with Kanye? Okay,
All
let's
right.
go.
What do I
Let's
have
do
to
it.
say?
Also,
I really hate these people that don't understand actors. Actors, you're right, actors don't have a soul because they are nothing. They are empty shells to be filled
So
with your words. That's all they're there for.
before we move on, can we real quickly check the black community's reaction? Could just be just a minute of it.
Black
Give the
community's
previous video or whatever.
to that song?
The Rogan. When I posted the Rogan video.
Oh, hold on. Let me scroll up. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. Now I know what you're talking about. All right. Sorry.
All my niggas what?
Oh, shit.
All my niggas Nazis. How much? Wait. All my niggas Nazis. Wait, they said that? Didn't say that. All my niggas Nazis. Nigga.
It's a hit. It's a hit.
It's a hit. I'm telling you.
That's what they said. No way. That's what they said.
But you see the type of niggas he got to be in this video.
These is niggas.
These is niggas from Africa.
Yeah, these are niggas. Mm-hmm. Not African American.
There's no American here.
African.
Yeah.
YouTube, it's black people saying it. I'm not saying it. Kyle's not saying it. We're thinking it a little, but we're not saying it.
These are niggas to where I'm gonna be on screen and I don't care.
Yeah.
Come fly and get me.
Yeah.
Anything.
You gotta go there.
That's what I'm saying. Come get me. He got some niggas where it's like, come get me.
Yeah.
You see what they wearing, so you know where they be.
No. He got them niggas like.
Think about it.
He got them niggas with like, I wear this daily.
Hey Kyle, he's got the same. He's got the same jumpsuit as you do.
Oh, so I'm a. I'm also. I can say it, so I can say it now.
It's Black Kyle.
But his
This
has a team wide line.
He's even got the long hair.
They be.
Yeah.
And I don't know this. And don't know average human go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shining.
Scroll to like the middle wherever they watch the cars comes in.
What is this?
Bro, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. These niggas got this shit. I don't even know.
I don't even want to.
These type of niggas where if you see. Think about it. They ain't identified none of these niggas.
Oh.
I don't know none of these niggas.
Oh, that's Carl. I recognize Carl, and that's Jerome, and that's Tyrone, no relation, and that's little Jimmy with the gimp foot.
Easily don't.
You won't find them.
You won't find them.
You won't find them.
None of them got social media.
Like,
they not on social media.
after this, you won't find them.
A phone?
Yeah, they not on social media.
Yeah, phone.
Kanye probably showed up with a money bag.
Oh yeah, they seen that. What we gotta do?
Who else you need?
Because I don't know if they're speaking English or not, whatever. But what I found hilarious, I was watching this, and these guys are so smart, but not. But here's what they believe. So like Joe said, like Kanye posted the casting. It was gonna be in LA, so it's a bunch of LA actors.
Yeah.
These guys, they believe this is not only this is African people. Dude, this is the most racist shit ever. Not only they believe this is African people, number one.
Uh-huh.
Number two, they're wearing their daily clothing. At one point, they're like, this is what they wear in Africa. They wear, and third of all, they think they don't even know what they're saying. They think they don't even know who Hitler is, what the chorus means. It's just a bunch of like dumb just people from Africa who wear wolf pelts daily.
Can't believe these people get
know
3/5 of a vote.
Oh my god, dude. But anyway, moving on. We can move on.
Who was that?
Sounds like I showed up at the right time.
He said,
Yo, what is up on the John?
Hey, what's up?
We're watching black people react to Kanye.
I just heard the most racist thing.
I know, Kyle is
I'm
the
appalled.
worst. I think we should ban him from the channel.
I think
Hey,
we
John,
should.
were you depressed, sleeping up until now? Did you just wake up? I'm just
No, he looks like he just fucked.
I'll have you know I had my depression nap earlier. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Shirt's all open, his hair's all disheveled. Looks like he just fucked.
Yeah. John just fucked, but then he washed
Or had
his
a very
hand.
vigorous masturbation session.
He washed his hand and showed up.
One of those that you have to grip the desk with the other hand.
Yeah. Oh,
One of those where your foot thumbs keep like.
Oh, my toes. Al can tell you, my toes just curl. My toes start curling
Your
in.
toes.
Yeah, it can give. Dude, the worst is when the toes start curling during sex. Like the toes start curling, and then I get a cramp in the bottom of my foot. And I'm like,
oh
oh
God.
oh.
That's such a fat ass thing to have, dude. Oh my god.
It's like I have to like stretch and shit. Now I'm getting old.
Yeah. You gotta hit the place real quick.
Yeah.
I have to make. I gotta put pressure on it.
Fuck.
Before being intimate with my darling, I have to make Hal do that thing where we lock our arms together and she pulls back.
Pulls your back.
Oh yeah. Okay, now I'm ready.
Hitler, they said, who was that?
Who's that?
Who's that? What else? I just need y'all to say 2 words. That's it.
They think this is African people who don't know who Hitler is, and this is the daily costumes. I like.
Here's a video thanks to Fat Keg Boy of the actual production. Why are they bleeping Heil? I don't get it. It just means hello.
Nobody knows what you bleep in the song. It's a
They don't.
Some beep the N-word, some beep the Hitler, some beep the Heil. The people don't know what to do with the song.
I mean,
that's why it's so great. It's everybody's just going bam.
Have you heard the radio edit?
Yeah, we watched it yesterday.
They just silenced the whole chorus.
Yeah,
They
it's
just
just
silenced the whole...
they don't understand what I say on Twitter.
So fucking funny. So the people reacting to this, they actually think
it literally just means hello in German. It just means hello. They're just saying hello, Hitler.
Yeah, it's more like, hey,
what's up, Hitler?
it's more like,
what up, dog?
Like, hail victory.
It's not hail, it's Heil. It just means hello.
Yeah, it's
Well,
the German.
It became hello eventually.
You know that the same word can have more than one use, and it mean slightly different things, right?
Are you saying Heil is a hominin?
No, it's.
Sorry, say that again.
To the king.
Homonym?
I forgot what
Okay, you said it right.
fucking synonym to hail it is, but like hail to the king. It's not hello to the king. It's praise.
I mean,
praise the king.
It's more
Hail
like
Mary.
It's more like a very proper hello.
It's not. Because, I mean, it is also, but it's also praise.
It's like hello with a little salute in the word.
No, it's also praise the king.
Oh shit, we got a dono, Kyle.
Bribe blasted the lobster with $13.
Thank you very much, Bree. Didn't say anything. Just dropped $13. Well, thank you kindly.
Look at its tiny paycheck.
Oh, don't do that. Y'all can be like our good friend Bree by going to streamlabs.com/MrDude. Buy me a coffee or directly right there on Rumble. Better yet, go tell your friends to subscribe to this channel. We need to get back to our subscriber count. We are down 1,000 subs. I believe in us. We can do it. We can get back to where we were. Our former glory. And then we'll get the other channel back. And we'll have 2 at that. It's going to be a great. And Kyle's going to start a clip channel. I'm saying it on air so he feels more obligated to do it.
Yeah.
Nice. We'll get our finest people out there handing out flyers and shit. You'll see. Break into houses if we can.
Wow, they even blacked them out further. That's hilarious.
You blacked them out.
I was right.
He's wearing a bearskin rug. But he's like holding it like it's suspenders.
This dude is proud. They'd be like, this is sick.
Yeah, I don't think there's one guy here that was like, I feel uncomfortable about this. They're like, how much I get paid? Fuck, I'll say whatever the fuck they want. I'll call that guy the N-word to his face.
I'll slap his nuts.
All y'all say 3 words, bro. That's it. Hitler ain't gonna sit this back.
6 of them.
That's your hardest verse.
They're bopping already.
Hardest verse to remember because you got to remember the
I'm telling
time.
you, it's infectious. It's spreading
It is.
around the world, Kyle, and it's bringing together all races, all people. Under one banner, which is the exact opposite of what Hitler would want, which is why it's funnier.
Well, I heard it's bopping in North Africa.
Definitely. South Africa, doing it too, but they don't get the history. They're singing about the Boers.
I mean, I gotta say it.
Yeah,
make sure you say it as hard as you
make sure you say it as hard as you can. Make sure
Who's that?
Kyle's right. The world is healing. It's healing, Kyle. Not only has Kanye brought every country and nation and ethnicity together, they are preparing to release Derek Chauvin from prison.
I heard that.
They're preparing for a full pardon of Derek Chauvin. The world is healing, Kyle.
They should pay him a fucking, damages.
At this rate, we might
for
actually get
fucking
Batman
being-
Part 2, which would be great. If this trajectory keeps going.
Had to make it nerdy.
Kyle,
Had to make it nerdy, folks. Should have seen it coming.
Superman can be good now. He has the potential. Superman can be good. It probably won't be, but it can be. It has the potential. Because the world is healing.
Yeah.
He got a wolf on his back.
Oh yeah, I'm cool.
The nigga got a wolf on his back?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Cause it's a pack.
I was gonna say wolves don't travel by themselves.
Yeah, you got a wolf on your back. It was a pack you had to go through.
Yeah.
Like heck nah.
Don't say that, Yeti. Don't breathe yet evil into the universe. The world will heal.
That mean the others ran.
Yeah.
You made the others run.
You made the others run.
You made the others run.
So I don't know what you did, but I don't want to find out what you did.
Whatever you did.
I love that they're they're breaking down a hierarchy of these actors standing around.
I know. Well, look,
that one's in charge.
They can only think in terms of like power levels from like a shonen anime
or
like Dragon Ball Z. So his power level's like higher because he would have had to
Got the big
fought off
wolf.
like
that guy got a
12
bear,
wolves.
so he's like a 12,000. Definitely
So it's like-
over 9,000.
against
They're all
a
over
pack,
9,000.
one guy.
Their power level was too great.
Did?
Yeah.
And that's a perfect.
Whenever
think
I
about it,
go
that's
out
a
there.
that's a perfect condition.
Yeah, whenever I go out
That's what I'm
there.
saying. That's new.
That's a fresh wolf.
That's a fresh
That's
wolf.
That's fresh.
Whenever I go out there, you're coming with me.
He killed it just
You
before
bring
the
him.
day started
He
this
killed
thing.
it just for his Hitler chant.
Yeah.
Well, I've got to do a chant later. I need a fresh wolf skin. What am I gonna show up looking like a homeless person?
And wolves don't travel like in hot places.
Oh, they don't travel alone either.
He went to the cold and got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't
Into
travel in hot places.
Alaska.
Yeah.
There's like a montage to do like tracking to snow in Alaska. I'm Kanye, I'm coming. I just gotta kill a wolf back and get the...
You know what would be a really hilarious thing for Kanye to do is just put one fat white guy like shuffled into the so like you come up to him like at the
Middle of
end
it.
and he's doing that like it's one
But he's
fat
smiling.
shirtless white guy with a bear skin over him singing with all these black guys around him and he looks like he's the most pumped.
No, he's the only one smiling.
He's like yeah let's go. They stopped going, I've been singing this for years. I didn't know they were going to turn into a song. Am I getting right credits on this?
Is this a prank?
Wait, is this? Am I being jumped? Is that what this is?
Me and my buddy's been riding around in the pickup truck on the back road screaming this out the window for about 20 years now.
Well, hell, welcome to the clan.
We're getting royalties, right?
They just used to do it in a slightly different order, like the N word was at the end.
Yeah.
animal is this?
Bro, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. These niggas
Bro, I
capture
ain't
shit
gonna lie,
I don't even know
but I
about.
don't even want to. I don't even.
These type of niggas where if you see them, you can't.
I just still do it. I still
I
did it.
kill anything I see.
You like, damn, I fucked it up too bad.
I still did it.
I want to see the part where he goes.
Wait, so that's how he was talking to niggas?
That's a speech.
I don't know what that meant.
I don't know what that meant.
I don't know.
Shit.
Yeah, they don't know what that
I know,
was.
that speech was actually about how Hitler has been striving for the German people, how he's been serving them tirelessly. Basically, he's talking himself up in a very fancy fashion about how he has been the ultimate public servant for them, and how the like it doesn't even talk about Jews. You would think that he would have picked one where he's like complaining about the Jews.
I got one word out of that speech. Which at some point he screams about that's communism.
Oh yeah, I
Which
think
he
he
used
talked
to do
about
a
like
lot.
pushing out the communists.
Yeah.
Fire. Oh, they have black Nazis.
Black Nazis.
Yeah, just like they have black Irish.
So at the end, this is crazy, dude. At the end, they get into how Hitler treated, what's that runner? Stephen Owens, Jack Owens.
Yeah.
The searching there.
Yeah.
The dudes are radicalizing themselves.
That's so funny.
Movie about it.
Oh,
Jesse Owens. I knew Jesse
Treat-
Owens. Yeah, Jesse Owens.
Jesse. And like how the American president treated him badly, but Hitler treated him good.
Yeah, I think
Like, what's going on?
it's crazy that Hitler had his own like Dennis Rodman.
They didn't like
With that
hang
guy.
out. He saw them at the Olympics and like made a comment saying that he was really good. That was it.
Yeah,
that was the entire connection.
Yeah, but that's enough for propaganda. But like he had his own Yasuki.
He should have had a Jesse Lee Owens going on there. Black people are lazy. Like,
No such thing as racism.
Racism's a bunch of hooey. Never fight with a woman. Don't let her ever see you think or sweat or breathe.
Beta.
For the fight of the devil.
I'm gonna go find me an N-word and ask him why black people are so lazy.
He black.
Dude, he black.
The U.S. president snubbed him, not him.
Oh, wow.
That's what you just hear when he runs by. Goes, he black.
The U.S. president. Not
Still did not congratulate.
Oh, he did not.
Yeah, they said he went
after the first day. Oh, wow.
K-Rat says, wasn't it about how Hitler treated him better than FDR? Well, FDR had to live in the
Yes,
same country
yes.
as him. Like, Hitler, he was just a visitor.
But that's
It's
what
like
they told.
when your kids go over to someone else's house, they're like, your kids are nice. But when they come over, you're like, man, I fucking hate these kids.
us, and that's what they told us. Like, I remember being told that like Hitler was being like racist towards him.
It was not lost. He was treated better.
They allowed him to stay in the hotel there.
Oh wow,
crazy.
Cause yeah, he was in America. This is like during the racist times. Like the
There we
crazy-
go,
oh,
folks.
wow.
The newest three members of the Nationalist Socialist
Way
Party.
to
of America.
go, FDR.
Yes.
FDR fucked this all up.
Let's
If he
go.
would have just treated Jesse Owens like a person and got him a hotel room, there wouldn't be black guys going, man, Hitler had some good ideas.
The black face of white supremacy, folks.
The black face of white supremacy. Black Kyle.
He's like, yeah, man, I think we were wrong about the
Whoa,
the
bro.
painter guy.
How many countries? Yo, dude, they got latkes. It's like pancakes
Damn.
with potatoes.
You got a hotel room? Damn.
I was just going
Yo, dog.
to the U.S.
You ever heard of this thing? They do this thing
He
of
just wanted him to go
clipping.
better, but he getting treated like shit.
Discrimination. Oh wow. he was allowed to ride in front of the bus even after winning the gold medal. Wow.
See, he rode in the front of the bus.
Yeah, but they never tell you that the way he won the gold medal is they had a cop chase him. It's a historical fact.
Jeez. It's a lot of stuff being uncovered for him, man. Jeez, man.
He's loving the song. Loving the song.
Dude, y'all see Z's? Y'all know Aiden.
No, that shit had me crying.
Are they on gamer couches?
Oh wow.
It's like the same thing as like the gamer chairs, but like a couch.
Yeah, this is disgusting.
Whoa. Black culture. Weird, right?
What's happening?
I gotta say how this. What? Bro, that shit had me crying. I gotta say how this. These, bro, you gotta start watching these things. Yeah, I'm gonna start sending you the clips of these. Yeah, you gotta start sending Aiden. Let's see.
Dude, who they talking to?
I don't even think that was English.
Imagine if we did a show like that too.
Imagine if my co-host mumbled in a possibly different language. I could never imagine what that'd be like, Kyle. I have no...
Oh, you have a terrible choice of co-hosts. That's your fault.
Guys, I'm right here.
I have no frame of reference to anything like that.
I'm right here. You don't have to...
Not you,
You're
John.
Canadian.
Clearly, we're talking about Johnny.
Gotcha.
All right,
Johnny.
you guys ready to get to our main story this evening? I have a brand new cult to introduce you to. This one, though, is not all haha and hee-hees because of people putting on wigs and putting on women's lingerie and saying "Hail Satan" and shit like that. No, this is not jokes. This is a cult that targets children and gets them to do terrible things like self-mutilation, and sometimes in very extreme cases, suicide on camera.
It's a heavy one.
Have you guys ever heard of the cult 764?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
See, Kyle, John knows how to sell a segment, you motherfucker!
Oh, am I supposed to say no? Okay.
No, I've never heard of it before.
Then I'm gonna give a bunch of
Kyle's
information.
so
People
bad
are
at
like,
this.
wait, but didn't Kyle say he didn't know about it? I know a lot about this.
You could
so
say, I
I'm
would
gonna
assume,
I'm gonna
and then
bring
say all the
information about it.
information. Then
Anyway.
you'd say all the I assume, and then here's a lot of detailed information.
Oh wow, never heard of it, Till. Why don't you show me?
Now he's learning. All right, so here's a news story that was released about a day ago.
I actually don't know the 7-6. Just to clarify.
Till,
I don't know what
am I selling it good enough?
I mean, you're pointing in the wrong direction, but sure.
It's the other one cuts my arm off. I don't have arm.
It's not my fault.
A little bit this way.
It's almost like it's somebody else's fault, not mine.
Hundreds of cases against a cult-like network.
It's pretty good.
That is blackmailing children into making twisted videos. The horrific videos have become so prevalent across the U.S. that every FBI field office in the country has at least one open case on the group, with more than 250 open investigations nationally, according to a shocking new report. Here's everything you need to know about this sick neo-Nazi sextortion ring that is targeting kids and terrifying
Okay, so
parents.
let me already start.
It's a lot to unpack.
Like this is a bullshit bad video, but we will use
Kyle,
it for now.
It's the New
Now-
York Post.
Oh,
Well,
then it's good. Anyway, so first thing they got wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They use neo-Nazi and satanic symbols as I used to do when I was 12, and I would draw swastika on the school bathroom because it was funny. They don't believe in none of that. There's a lot of black people also, and all sorts of races in this thing. It's just like, you understand what I'm saying? It's just like
It's a cover, yeah. It's a smoke screen.
No, it's not even a cover. It's because you're gonna understand what this is about. It's a bunch of edgy, from teenagers all the way
Psychopaths?
to like 40s. Exactly, sociopaths, psychopaths, edgelords
Angiopaths?
that get together. It's all most of it. It's all done online on Discord and Telegram and all that shit. And the symbols are all about it's violent graffiti. Let's say it's just to shock. It's a bunch of pentagrams and swastikas, and they don't give a fuck about none of that. So much so that there's another group, which it's MKV something. This is where it gets crazy.
It's a video file?
So this 764 and this other Eastern European group, they used to they had like kind of an alliance.
Uh-huh.
And after a while, it's an Ukrainian group at the end of the day. The Ukrainian group kicked the 764 guys out because the Ukrainian group is all about actually being Satanists and Nazis. And they're part of the Azov battalion. Like, this is completely what it is. It's not even like it's part of the whole Azov battalion thing. There's a huge contingent of this MK something people who do kind of the same thing, but they actually they're accelerate. I think you heard about accelerationism. They're all accelerationists.
I've got a clip on that, Kyle.
and
Can you not deflate every clip I have?
Oh, I don't know. Didn't know.
No, I was
Anyways,
enjoying
just so I'm saying, like the American side of it, the 764, the whole Nazi thing is just like graffiti.
Yeah.
It's just being edgy. They don't believe anything about
Let's
that.
hear
It's all
what
about
New York Post has to say, and then we
Right.
can, correct
Yes,
what they
sir.
say rather than spoil anything they say in the video.
You call it out.
Kyle, Yeti's
Clarified.
Yeti's calling it. Kyle rants are just spoilers.
I'm bad. Sorry. I don't know.
Never watch a good TV show with Kyle. He will spoil it immediately.
The bigger threat.
Oh, this guy, he's a high school teacher. Don't worry, he's gonna become a mad. He's gonna fabricate mad. Then he's gonna become a really bad guy, and he dies at the end. No
Oh,
doubt.
is it? He's gonna make really good math. Yeah.
Based on children using gaming platforms like Roblox to build trust and then manipulate kids into making sexual content.
I saw lots of girls naked, covered in blood, lots of starving girls. There was a video of a girl who hung herself on her closet.
Oh, maybe
this girl just sounds like she
because you
wants
look like a
attention.
fucking retard.
Yeah, she just kind of looks like she wants attention, and it might be embellishing some of these things.
Maybe you were
Lots
asking for
of
it.
animals being tortured.
It is Kyle. That's a child. What's wrong with you?
Wait.
What?
No. I'm pro victim blaming, so I have to side with Kyle on this.
Yeah, she's old enough to
Kyle,
get
that's a
fucking
child.
Pig. She's old enough to get a fucking pig ring on her nose.
Because her mom signed off on it because she's a terrible parent. Obviously, she got involved with some sort of satanic sextortion ring.
Unimaginable, and yet it is happening every day all across the world.
The group, known as 764, is a twisted online network. The loosely organized commune of creeps appears to be intensely interested in targeting kids on the internet, then threatening, intimidating, or blackmailing them into recording acts of self-mutilation, animal abuse,
Yeah, I was just shaming Kyle for the hell of it. I didn't actually care.
sex acts, and even their own suicides, which the members then share among themselves.
I love that. Yeti's been with us since season 1. He still doesn't understand what I'm being.
Yeah, but he's old and his brain is
being sarcastic and
cold.
a dick.
He's old and his brain is cold. This is the
Their
end.
victims are as young as 9.
Yeah,
the sickos
my
target children on
friend.
platforms like Discord and Roblox and intimidate them into filming themselves posing nude, torture.
Well, we already knew that Roblox was just a breeding ground for pedophiles, anyways, right?
Oh yeah. Like, come
If
on.
you let your kid, if you let your kid play Roblox, you're asking for it.
You're a bad parent. Yeah.
family pets, cutting symbols into their own bodies, and other acts of psychological torment and extreme violence, the FBI warned. The groups control their victims through extreme fear, and many members have an end goal of forcing the minors they extort into committing suicide on live stream for their own entertainment or their own sense of fame. Authorities discovered the network after receiving an anonymous tip about social media posts made by a 23-year-old Queens resident named Angel Almeida, who was
Here we
arrested
go,
on
folks.
a gun charge.
The brown face of white supremacy.
Why are meth heads like always go towards like white supremacy shit, no matter what race they're in?
It's
well,
what it's about. What's most forbidden?
Yeah.
2021,
What race was this guy again?
And whom prosecutors say
What
convinced
race would you say that is, John?
Look at that.
Clearly, he's
Canadian.
Puerto Rican.
Here, clearly, he's Canadian.
the girl to
you
report
can't
herself
even
cutting
not
the body
Indian
in half,
enough.
as well as
He might
coercing
be,
it.
you know that.
He looks like if
I
Louis J.
know.
Gomez and Big J. Okerson like fused into one person, but it didn't get.
I was
any
gonna
weight.
say Guatemalan, but
He looks Dominican as fuck.
he does not look.
Yeah,
Guatemalan.
he's some Central American thing.
Oh, you know what? Nacho's
remember
right. That's
correctly.
just Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder.
Oh yeah.
Into having sex with an older man. Prior to Almeida's arrest, the
I don't
FBI
drop
followed
character until
anonymous
it's
tips
smoked
that
all the meth.
allegedly linked him to social media accounts containing vile posts about child sex abuse, including one photo of what appeared to be a child bound and gagged. During a search of his apartment, agents found disturbing items,
Oh,
including
look
a
how fucking
if you're-
edgy I am, dude.
If you're buying a bracelet
Oh my
like
God.
that, take your shotgun and clean it.
Look, he's got butt plugs on his neck too.
Bro, he has laser eyes, dude.
Looks like a Rottweiler.
So edgy.
You know why those collars exist? You put them on Rottweilers so they don't chew on their fucking nub tail. Because when they move their head back, it pokes them. It's not a defense against anybody. It's basically like a permanent like head cone.
This is mad
a
uncomfortable.
blood
I'll be
covenant for an
poking myself all the
organization.
time.
Well, that's just because that's what you like to do for fun, Kyle.
Oh, look, it's the Zodiac killer.
It really is. Oh my god.
Wow.
These fucking edgelords. Okay, Zodiac was a great movie. I'll give them that.
What, Ted
Yeah.
Cruz?
Ted Cruz.
tied to 764, along with hundreds of thousands of
Yeah,
damning
image on the left
digital
kind of looks like a
files.
smiley face.
Mm-hmm.
Sources told The Guardian that 764 is an outgrowth of an older, larger organization known as the Order of Nine Angles, which the Institute for Strategic Dialogue called a decentralized, satanic, neo-Nazi organization bent on the overthrow of Western governments. The 764 offshoot was founded.
What are you thinking?
So the
Same-
Order of Nine Angles, it's a old British, actually Satanist, violent thing
Mm-hmm.
from decades ago.
Gotcha.
They might be inspired by some of the edgy content and visuals, but there's barely anything to do.
With the bigger like
The
groups.
British ones were worried about societal change and subverting society. These dudes are just want to torture young kids and produce CP and jerk
Gotcha.
off.
So they were just into like the cutesy, edgy stuff, not the other stuff.
Kyle, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
What?
The weakest beard ever.
Hold on. Let me do this so you can see a little better.
What did you do?
I pinned
Nothing
John's
changed.
video.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Why am I?
Hey John, give me like a real like I'm gonna fight you look.
Oh.
How's that look?
John,
What?
where were you when you were 15?
Yeah, where were you when you were 15, bro?
When I was 15?
Were you convincing children to mutilate and kill themselves on camera? Huh?
No.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay, because this guy
Look,
looks like
squinting
you
your
at
eyes
looks like you
is
at
not helping
15.
your case.
It's not. Look, it's. I
Hold
gotta.
on.
I think I gotta turn one of my lights down.
Here, help.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. Now do headphones. Headphones.
Headphones? Okay, I got
Yeah, the headphones.
Why you gave him elf ears?
I'm not.
Gay ass too.
Doing quick headphones, okay?
Holy shit, it's the worst headphone I ever saw.
Fuck you, I'm doing this with a mouse.
He looks familiar.
Yeah, never mind. Just let's move on. We ruined it.
I don't know. Talk.
Mm, I see the resemblance. I can't pinpoint what it looks like.
Perhaps a family member, John?
Oh.
Mm.
Do you have any family members that are serving a life sentence in prison for...
John.
No.
When did you move to Canada?
to escape your family's reputation?
When did you move to Canada? Just out of curiosity.
When did I start coming onto the show?
What? No, that's not what was asked.
Dude, we never did background checks.
No,
We don't even know
we
if his name is John.
God damn it, we should probably start doing that.
I think that is John. He just escaped
Bradley
from prison
Cadenhead in
under a different
2020.
name.
Did they say his name is Bradley Cabbagehead? Hold on, I gotta go back.
Wait, what?
Again, guys, I'm in the room. You don't have to. You
Your
can't
name
get
is John
away.
Cabbagehead?
I think his name is Bradley Cabbagehead.
Organization bent on the overthrow of Western governments. The 764 offshoot was founded by a 15-year-old named Bradley Cadenhead in 2020.
Oh, no, Cadenhead. I could have
yeah.
swore.
No, but they see how they make the point that they say what I say, but they make the completely. So it was a British 1970s something like that group that was focused on overthrowing the. So it was a bunch of old people in England, and this is the offshoot. Just because they draw pentagrams, that's the connection. Some 15-year-old
no
torturing kids and drawing pentagrams.
Way I
That's the
understand it,
connection.
Kyle, is
this is retarded.
He didn't actually start the group. He merely created the blueprint, and a bunch of other people, maybe that he knew, started the group.
I
like,
understand.
almost in his honor, you know.
No. It's not even that. Like, you can't even know who actually started the group. It was like a Discord thing that started underground with, but it's in this vein, like in this.
Yeah, he's
style.
the one. He was the blueprint.
15-year-olds.
They like idolized him.
No, he wasn't the blueprint, but he wasn't one of the craziest ones. I know his case. I seen his case, but he was one of the craziest ones. But the point is just him or his other people. They had nothing to do with this British thing from 60, 70 years ago. And they don't believe any of the shit they believe. They just use pentagrams and
Kyle,
swastikas because it's
this
edgy.
is just the beginning, though. At some point,
I know.
This
But I
group
know
of
about this dude's
psychopaths
case.
got infiltrated and co-opted by a bigger group. Now, I don't know if it's the circle of the 9 pickaninnies or whatever the fuck it was, but there's some group that's using them for whatever reason.
2020, he named the group after a part of the zip code of his Texas hometown. According to the Washington Post, he was a bullied teen who turned to coercing others into doing unthinkable acts, like mutilating family pets on video. There is something horribly wrong with you, a judge told Cadenhead before he was sentenced to 80 years in prison. But his influence apparently just continues to
more and
grow.
more like John.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, bud. That's fucking crazy.
That's mean, Kyle. That's so mean.
It's so mean.
So close, Kyle.
Authorities
It
arrested
is starting
two
to look a little
suspected
bit more
members
like
in
my brother.
April.
I'm not
These
gonna lie.
defendants are accused.
John, what are you
yeah,
not telling
guys.
us about your family?
The Indian face of
White supremacy? Yeah.
The Punjabi face of white supremacy.
orchestrating one of the most heinous online child exploitation enterprises we have ever encountered. A network built on terror, abuse, and the deliberate targeting of children, said Attorney General Bondi. The FBI.
So this fucked up teenager did all this shit, and a fucking Indian guy was like, "That looks like a great idea. I think I will do that in my spare time." And then he starts this fucking group, and they call themselves the 764 after his area code.
That's not what it is.
Okay,
So-
Kyle. Sorry, New York Post isn't good enough for you.
Fucked. No. So the 764, it's a variation of a lot of other groups that came before and at the same time who use numbers like 444, 555, 777, 657. All it's just too. Did you notice the pattern? It's all teenage, dumb, edgy, around 666.
Yeah, I get it.
Our group is 657. It's 1 over and 1, 7, 5. You look at the other groups listed, they're in the same vein. It's all variations of 666 or some like edgy name.
Well, his is literally his area
Hexor,
code. In his
Deep
specific
Web.
case.
The 764, it's not about his zip code. It's about
But it is a
variation
zip
of
code.
a lot of 3-numbered groups that were at the same time.
But it is a zip code.
It's not. They didn't even prove that.
I mean,
Every city has a 764, and they even say it's a zip code near where he'll. Sure, I have a 764. I bet near here. It's not. It's variation on 3-number
Kyle.
resembling 666.
Yeah, go to Snopes. Go to Snopes. Snopes it.
Dude,
Kyle.
I'm not saying there's not such thing.
Kyle. What's the zip code?
764.
Yeah, it's the Texas one.
He wouldn't.
4.
Oh my god. It doesn't matter.
I mean, it does.
Even if he took
Now,
it from his zip code, it's a
I'm not
variation
saying-
on 3-number
I'm not
names.
saying that you're also not right with why it was chosen, but it is his zip code. It's the first 3 letters of his zip code. Like if I
still
when I
don't.
lived in Texas, if I would have chosen mine, it would have been 758.
No, sure, but
It's okay, Kyle. You're right about all
look,
things.
all the groups. That's fine if he got that, because if you look
Here.
at the
Kyle.
groups. No, look, if you look at all the groups, all the cool numbers were already taken. The 555, the 777, the 757, the 575, all the numbers around 666 were already taken. There's a list of those groups. So 764, okay, sure, maybe he got that from his zip code. I
It's okay,
think it's
Kyle.
doubtful.
We're gonna get some more information here. This lady, like researches this shit very heavily, and she apparently she's writing a book on it. I don't know. I stopped listening when they talk.
Featuring me shooting guns and stuff recently. We talked about 764. And the BBC's been very engaged in following all of this because there's been a couple of terror attacks that were connected to the group in the UK. And I told Tony, I'm like, it's so...
What is that about, Kyle? Huh?
I already don't believe it.
What is that about?
I already don't believe it. I think it's a hunk of shit.
It's a woman. So, I mean,
There's no UK terror attacks connected with that. The BBC is a hunk of
hold
shit.
on. Let's try.
This is already
UK.
bullshit. But let's hear it. Oh sure, you're gonna Google it. So the BBC article showed up.
You grok it. You gotta grok it. That's what all the cool kids are doing these days.
Abuse terror warning as Satanist teenager jailed. BBC January 16th, 2025. Cameron Finnegan pled guilty to encouraging suicide, possessing a terrorism manual, and inciting indecent images of children.
Okay, all of these people have a terrorist manual.
19-year-old who was a member of an extreme
they
satanic group has
share-
been sentenced to 9 years extended sentence for possessing a terrorist document.
Are you listening to what I'm saying?
I'm hearing what you're saying,
So
but
they produce every group has a different, because it's all about the edgy thing. they have these PDFs which are like all full of like deep web images and gore and pentagrams, and it's every group has this little terrorist manual. It's all about having the most gross illegal things and all of that. So
I
all
get
of them,
that.
all the members have
Does
the terrorist
it
manual.
not make them that though? Let's see.
What
Here's
does
a
it
word
say?
salad.
That-
764 angel meaning in numerology. Of
No, I don't
of
care about
angel
none of that.
number 7. Angel number is a combination of energies and vibrations of the numbers 7, 6, and 4. 7 represents
No,
spiritual
I'm
awakening,
more with the
development,
zip
enlightenment.
code.
6 resonates with love, family, material possessions, and service to others. 4
Whatever.
symbolizes practicality, hard work. That doesn't really. I don't know how that.
This
Really
is garbage. Nobody cares. I believe more the zip code than this.
I mean, that was something word salad sent me. It was worth
No, I know.
looking at.
But here's the deal. What they said is that it was connected to terror attacks. That's what this dumb bitch said.
Yeah, that's what
It
the
was
articles
connected
say.
to terror attacks. No, the article said that the guy who was doing the CP self-harm stuff online, which is what they all do, had a terrorist manual, which they all have because each group has its own set of material that they make as gruesome and as edgy as possible with 100 new pentagrams.
One of
and-
these is from the
and swastikas and all of that.
counterterrorism.police.uk site. So that's like a police.
I know the UK is trustworthy.
Well, I'm not
Absolutely.
saying it's
No.
necessarily 100%
No
trustworthy
children
all the
have
time.
been raped
but
in the UK. If you Google the BBC, is gonna tell you no girls have been raped in the UK by Pakistanis. That's also real data that you can find on Google.
I'm finding like a bunch of articles about the group itself, and I'm finding like a handful about people who were going to commit a terrorist act or got caught with a terrorist manual.
I don't know
who were
why we're
connected to these
arguing. The
groups.
point is, they're not doing. They're not. These are retarded kids. The most that happened was a couple of cases. Was one dude in fucking Romania, which like started live streaming on his Discord and stabbed an old lady. Total psychopath. There's the whole backstory on this dude. Was on like orphanages and all of that. Total psychopath since child, and he just found on the group fucking release valve, whatever. There's that dude that showed up with a bunch of spikes. That's a dude from I think Florida, whatever, who's also a psychopath. So
Yeah, it's a
it's a
an
bunch of
organization
loosely
psychopaths.
connected. Exactly, it's a loosely connected group of like
a network
pedophiles and people who like to watch gore, deep web, animal abuse, not all of that. 99% just do the online CP shit, but the level of edginess of the group will attract the 1% actual psychopaths.
Yeah.
But there's
who
no
are getting caught in the
terrorist
UK.
attacks related to it. There's no.
Well, I don't, Kyle. I get what you're saying, but for the sake of argument, like it's not out of the realm of possibility if these people who are getting kids to do, sexual acts on camera, do mutilation,
Eventually,
kill pets, kill
Eventually-
themselves. It's not outside the realm of
Absolutely.
possibility these people would do that.
Absolutely. Eventually, one of these 1% of the psychopaths who get attracted to this will follow through with the manuals for terrorism. I completely agree. I'm not,
Yeah, and
I'm not defending it.
they're
I'm just
catching
putting
these
into
people who
perspective.
have them beforehand.
I'm just putting into perspective because the UK is
full of psychopaths. We
overblowing
know.
it and doing propaganda to justify things like that. What was the name of that Netflix series which
About-
race swapped the
kid, the killer,
the
adolescents
kid,
or whatever?
and they using it to obfuscate everything else that's going on because it's mostly white kids. We saw a bunch of them weren't, as we could see. Actually, so
Yeah, there are a lot
far it's
of
been like
foreigners
3 to
and shit.
1. Exactly, but they will characterize it as a neo-Nazi group, like the Post did, and say it's white people, it's terrorists, yada yada. They will use it to
No, they're not.
obfuscate
The
other
Post
things.
don't say.
It's
The
bad.
Post says
It
neo-Nazi,
is
but
bad.
the Sun and the BBC aren't saying neo-Nazis. They're talking about a satanic group. So there
That's
are
fine. I'm just
cases that
putting
are
in
happening.
perspective.
The details you can argue with.
It's really
the
bad, but
fucking
it's
paper.
gotta
I don't
be
care. I want to get to this
seen-
video.
Yeah.
refreshing that you guys call it satanic, call it Satanist. He's like, yeah, obviously. He's like, the U.S. doesn't do that. I'm like, no. He's like, that's strange. I'm like, yes, it is. It is strange, Tony.
Super weird.
You know,
they'll make SNL skits with Lady Gaga doing blood rituals with devils.
so strange,
But
so weird.
they
I
refuse.
saw that earlier.
Yeah, it was very strange.
Who are
but
these
they
people?
won't talk about. Yeah.
She is a researcher who is writing a book on the 764. And this guy is a channel called Tales from the Inverted World.
Oh, that's Tim Pool's thing.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
That's how you know it's good.
one of their true crime podcasts. I listened to it. It wasn't bad. It's just I'm not so
Till's
much
pissed
into
off at me today. Till, are you pissed off? You
I'm
can
not
say you're
pissed off at
me.
you. You just
I've
like
been annoying.
rather than letting videos, like hearing videos out, you just want to fucking sandbag him and spoil the whole
Well,
segment.
Till, I don't want to listen to a bunch of
Sorry.
propaganda.
I'm sorry. I just
think what
when I
Kyle brings
started
up
hearing
is a good point.
propaganda,
I think this,
I'm already
this
ticked.
woman's way more concerned with her hair than she could ever be with cream propaganda.
Well,
recently I've
she'd be
seen talk
used
about,
to-
and correct me if I'm wrong, 764 was Andy No, but that was like
Unwitting Patsy.
extremely recently. I don't know if you saw it.
Did Andy talk about 764?
If it wasn't-
No, the Zizians.
That's what it was. You're right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, so I had a lot of people tagging me in that
That's
to the
what it
point
was.
that I started to talk to Andy behind the scenes. And
Cool.
there was kind of a fringe connection.
Nacho says Brazil invented sandbags. How a while back said, Kyle, you're not always right. I love when the chat turns on
obviously.
Kyle. It's great.
Especially in my life choices, like being on the show.
Connection between the Zizians and 09A, but it was tenuous.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, he's definitely getting close to the same communities in that kind of work.
I guess he's
yeah.
not even in America, I guess. So he doesn't really count because that's still someone abroad. But back to 764, can you just give us like a overview of what?
Oh, yeah, he says this is the guy that did the 4-page article on Eliza Blue.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that guy.
So fuck this guy. But he's merely a conduit for this researcher lady to tell us what she knows about
No,
this
let's
fucking
hear it.
group.
But you too, you know, it's
Yeah.
funny. You know, there was one time that I've
Just one?
No, there was one time that I've noticed that I was wrong, but then
What?
I realized that I was wrong about being wrong. Fuck, I don't know. There's a Portuguese saying for that.
I get it.
I was
Like,
wrong
what
one
is
time
it?
when I thought I was wrong. There we go. Get it?
Which means he's right. He listened to you, and you probably talked him out of it.
All right, let's watch it.
All right,
Kyle,
Till
I'm gonna
knows
throw you- I'm
everything.
gonna throw you to space.
And so you said they're talking to kids online like Roblox, but do they have like a goal in mind?
Yes. So 764 is a harmful online network that specializes in grooming and extorting kids, especially young adults, for sexually explicit, videos and images. So the way this might look is that they might initially engage them and groom them and get them to send them some nude photos or something. And then they use that to extort them into producing more content, which gets more and more extreme over time. That content could be self-harm, where they ask the victim to take a blade and carve their abuser's name into their body, satanic symbols into their body.
Like just like the short version. Could they just carve John? Do they have to carve like your full name? I mean, mine'd be
I don't
easy.
know.
It's all
I
straight,
wouldn't know.
straight lines, right?
Yeah.
That'd be easy. That'd be like the starter. Kyle's would be a little more difficult. John's yours would be bad. Yours would be awful because yours is all curved letters.
Yeah, it's got curves. You gotta like.
Yeah, you gotta like curve the blade. That's some.
You gotta like curl it. Yeah.
That's advanced level shit. Not cool. YouTube.
Yeah.
Kill
All right,
house
class.
pets
We're gonna start
on
today
video.
with welcome to arts, crafts, and self mutilation 101.
Curving your blade when writing your abuser's name into your arm. You want to really get the elbow to swing around.
Yeah. But since it's mostly an online decentralized thing, it'd be more like one of those special classes celebrities do.
No, actually, in reality, it'd be closer to one of Eamon Hillman's like Greek classes where they're just in Discord and it's just a guy yelling bullshit.
Yeah. All right, class. You're gonna want to put the dress over your head. And pull down.
To get into the mindset of ancient Greek is put on women's lingerie and dance around in a blonde wig. That's how you really get into the mind of the classics.
So torture animals, all the way up to having these people commit suicide on camera, which has happened. There have been cases of young adults and kids committing suicide for this group on camera. And interesting, like it's kind of weird, but they do it. I would say there's layers to it, right? At the superficial layer, they're doing it for their own notoriety within the group. To see, it's a contest to see what kind of horrible stuff they can get people to do. But at a higher level, in the kind of the puppet masters pulling the strings here are people who I have termed satanic accelerationists. We've talked about
See, Kyle, you gotta ruin everything.
Yeah, but she's completely wrong. There's no satanic accelerationists in the West with the 764 group. Those people are the Ukrainians who kicked the 764 people out. They don't want any Westerns in it. They say the Westerns are retards. They just do it for fun. They don't believe in any of the core tenets of Satanism and Nazism. It's the Ukrainian MVK something group, and they kicked the 764 guys completely out since they started getting arrested too. So they're like, oh, they're just do the amateurs.
Yeah,
they're just
these
doing it
fucking
for the
retards.
perversion of it. So this bitch is retarded.
It would be
That's what I
hilarious
said,
if her
and
book that she's writing about this, she was just making up everything. That would be fucking
No, she's just doing
hilarious.
very womanly, superficial research with not much depth to it. That's just it. That's fine. That's okay.
accelerationism a bit, I think, before, which is basically this this doctrine or set of tactics that people used in an attempt to accelerate the collapse of society. So you see this a lot in like certain white supremacy communities or like the Atomwaffen division where they want to attack infrastructure, derail trains, shoot power stations and that kind of thing. And hopes that they can cause like
We need to pause
destabilize.
again. Again, wrong. Even, and there's like, just real quick. There's even like screenshots and recordings and all that the white supremacist groups kicked those dudes out and snitched on them to the FBI. The actual white supremacist groups in America, the Griper, LARPers, 4chaners, whatever, they kicked those dudes out and snitched them to the FBI. So I don't know where she fucking got
Sounds like
this
a
on
multi-level
Wikipedia. Maybe she
marketing
Googled the
scheme
BBC.
for like, you know, Satanists and pedophiles.
Maybe her research is Googling BBC articles.
Just
Society.
BBC articles.
Well, she was saying the BBC articles were coming to her for quotes and sources.
Oh.
I was making fun of you too. Sorry.
You see them trying to get people to go commit mass shootings in order to destabilize society or get people to fight over guns, etc.
I mean,
and then in this,
it kind of sounds like she's scratching at the doors of like what most would call the Illuminati. Because it's all, it's like a corporation, right? You got different branches and like you have different like subsidiaries. Like you might have a subsidiary over here in Ukraine that's all neo-Nazi, but you also have a subsidiary in America that's all Satanists. And maybe they transfer back and forth. Maybe they connect at times, but they're all working for the same guys and they have no idea.
No,
That sounds like what she's scratching
disagree.
at. You heard it here first, folks. Kyle's been
Illuminati,
bought
let's
off
say
by the Illuminati.
No. Let me make
Kyle's
the
been
argument.
bought.
The people, especially communists and leftists and the deep state, whatever you want to call it, just as any other school shooter, crazy person, they see those groups as a tool, and there
Mhm.
I've seen kind of like circumstantial evidence that they've in certain places they've been like purposely ignored, kind of like let happen more than like you see every time with a shooter,
John,
like
I
the
love it when
FBI
Kyle
knew.
tells me I'm wrong and then just says the exact same thing I just did. Just in a
No.
different way.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just flashing
You
out
went-
the things.
no, no,
but
it's
yeah,
not that
the
way.
point is
It's
like
this way.
it's not that the Illuminati makes it or is part of their beliefs, but they see
take
it
advantage.
as useful. They
Yeah,
see
it's
it as useful.
it's multi-level
in...
marketing for fucking Satanists and
No, but that's
globalists or
the-
whatever.
But that would mean they're part of the structure, and there are other things that are part of the structure.
They are
That
part of the
is
structure,
outside
but
the
it's like a
structure.
pyramid. It's a pyramid scheme
still-
of people in robes sacrificing children and doing stuff.
Well, it's more
No,
like a
it's
pyramid with
outside
big
of the-
blobs holding it up.
It's outside of the pyramid. These groups, they arise from the same thing, the same instinct thing that always happened. Like I even gave the example when I used to like scratch little swastikas in the school bathroom door when I was 12, whatever, because it was edgy, and that taken to an extreme level. Small percentages of kids who are fucked in the head, they just dive into that. It's that instinct of like the neighbor kid from Andy from Toy Story 1 who blows
Yeah, that's the
rockets
kids they
and
prey on.
with
the
animals
ones that
and all that.
exhibit
Exactly. So they
psychopathic
will,
behaviors.
yeah, they will like kind of keep an eye and
Yeah, she covers
and
all this.
herd those kids into doing all those things, but it's not part of the what you were saying. It's not part of the pyramid. It's not.
It
part
is a
of
part
the
of the
levels.
pyramid,
It's,
but the left hand doesn't know the right hand exists. You know what I mean? Like,
all right,
I control both my hands, but they're not aware of each other. Sometimes they might clap. Sometimes they might high five.
It's not. It's no hand. It's just the modern expression of those edgy kids. Now they have Discord, they have Telegram, and they can do those things that they back then would just
But
like
Kyle,
kill
what I'm
cats in the
telling
woods
you
and draw
is her
swastikas.
research is showing that there are people over them who are giving them
Hurting them.
edicts.
I'll believe.
Like
I already said
handlers?
they will hurt that. They love that.
Here's
hurt
another
those
example, Kyle.
disturbed kids.
You remember? You ever seen the movie Charlie Wilson's War? In that movie, Charlie Wilson is a senator who is working with the CIA to give weapons to the Taliban in Afghanistan to fight the Russians. Taliban doesn't know that they're working for a senator. They probably don't even know they're working for the CIA. It's like that.
No, I agree. We're
They're
not
assets.
disagreeing with it.
They're pawns in a game.
I'm saying that all of this thing, all aesthetics, all of what they do, it's edgy kids, screwed up kids doing what they do with just the power of the internet now.
It's Fight
seeing
Club
that happen,
with robes.
Exactly. Not even robes. They don't even do that kind of shit.
I'm
It's
being
just
hyperbolic for the
I
imagery,
get it.
Kyle.
They're just psychopathic kids. Now, powers that be, parts, the hand, the left hand, the right hand, whatever, agents that do the bad things we know in society, they will see that and see like, oh, this is useful. We should hear this.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm not disagreeing in
You keep
essence.
telling me no and then agreeing with me.
Not a
That's the
part of it.
confusing
It's not
part.
a subsidiary. It's
Yes,
like every
it's a
school
good
shooter.
analogy.
They see that the school shooter it's about to do something and they pretend they didn't see it and they maybe help him. They nudge him in the right direction because it's
Yeah, and
useful.
every mass shooter has some sort of connection to an FBI fucking psychologist.
Yeah. It's not so much a pyramid scheme, though. It's a pyramid.
Yeah,
It's a pyramid
the
doomsday
analogy is bad.
scheme, John.
Your analogy is bad, and you just want to fight about it.
You're just Brazilian and you want to take
And
take
the
credit for
school
everything.
shooter connections with the FBI is not that they're part of it in some way. It's that they've been noticed before. We all know that. They've been noticed
Have
before,
you not
and
looked at
they didn't do anything
number,
about it.
Like the number of school shooters who have either a family member or a close family friend who are FBI affiliated psychologists. Like almost every single one.
No.
Yeah, dude, I've seen the list. It's
There's
fucking
been
crazy.
some.
It's extensive.
There's been some, but most of them
It was like something
have
like
not.
60%.
And it's just like the FBI knew about them. They've been to psychologists. A few of the recent ones
just
we
likes to
saw that
argue
they
about
had
everything.
parents, yada yada. I am the one.
Yeah, you're arguing about everything.
You too. You keep pushing back.
I'm
Yeah, you
trying
keep
to
pushing
present
back.
the
We
material of the show,
both do
Kyle.
We are the material of the show. Nobody cares.
In this case,
about
you have the
dumb bimbo.
satanic
Sorry, Kyle,
accelerationists
can't hear you
who
over the
honestly
material.
believe that by inspiring or provoking
God, I'm
people
falling
to commit
asleep.
evil acts, they can increase the amount of evil in the universe and use it to power magic rituals to,
See, Kyle,
open
you trying
portals.
to tell me that these people aren't trying to increase the number of evil in the world to power magical spells? You gonna argue with that, Kyle?
No, they want to jerk off to CP. The
That's part of
Ukrainians
the-
want it.
As we learned from Jevem, that's part of the magical spells, Kyle.
Brad Giant God blasted the lobster with $13. Shut up,
Well,
Kyle.
thank you very much, Bree.
Shut up. See, you gotta let me annoy people more.
Thank you very much,
I
Bree.
know
We
what I'm
appreciate
doing.
you.
Look at its tiny pee-pee.
Kyle's he's
know
Kyle's like
it was a bad analogy.
Kyle's like
okay?
the hipster of takes.
I am.
Yeah.
This is the guy drinking tea out of a disco ball.
I didn't
coconut
have
with
anything
a-
else clean, Kyle.
damn it, Jill.
I haven't been home in days.
Wash a fucking cup. How long does it take?
I had to make a thumbnail, Kyle, and I also spent way too long trying to add Godzilla to
Thumbnail
my
your
background
ass.
and it didn't work anyways.
Thumbnail of your ass. Just being an asshole.
Kyle, I don't know why you have such a problem with my
Oh,
disco
man.
ball cup. I don't get it.
It's
I'm
tacky.
so jealous.
Maybe to a Canadian who doesn't understand disco. Sorry, Canada
yeah?
never had
Name-
a disco phase.
Name
Oh, I know
5 discos.
They call disc
Like the actual
in
places?
Canada.
Loved it. Yeah, like the actual places. You
There
love
was-
discos so
there
much.
was-
Name 5 discos.
There was Studio 6.
Okay.
There
I was
was
gonna say things that were in movies.
Bobby's Wonder roller arena.
Mhm.
That was,
There
a,
was
that was a
Saturday
roller,
Night
that was a roller
Fever.
disco.
There was that one where John Travolta danced.
There was what was that place that got shot
Yeah.
up in Florida? Manholes.
Uh,
No, that's not a
Impulsive?
disco. That's
Yeah,
a gay
Pulse.
electronic. That's a gay
Pulse.
party. That's a gay electronic music.
yeah, it's not
It's a
disco.
nightclub.
Well, it was at one time. They transitioned like a lot of
They
those.
transition to CDs.
Yeah.
It's not a disco anymore. It's a CD.
Exactly.
Turtles and stuff.
Yeah.
So they actually
Anyways,
have a
you
whole
could have
spooky
named any of them. I don't know
praxis that
any disco
underlies
names.
their motivations for getting people to do evil things. And in this case, for 764, the goal is to corrupt the youth. They want to corrupt the youth and traumatize kids and get them to commit evil acts in the furtherance of their satanic agenda.
Would you say Charles
Which
Manson?
sounds crazy, but it's real.
No, it sounds totally real to me. Would you say Charles Manson was an early accelerationist?
Absolutely. Charles Manson was one of the first accelerationists. Obviously, he has roots.
Okay, that's as much as I can fucking take.
This bitch doesn't know anything. Everything
Kyle,
she said
Kyle,
is
you're
wrong.
just so disagreeable.
Charles Manson wasn't the first one. He was a product of the
Charles Manson
CIA
was
and
the
a bunch
first
of other
accelerationist. He invented
accelerationists before
gasoline.
him. Those groups are not. They are
Turpentine.
corrupting the youth, but it's not like they have a mission to corrupt all the youth. They just want to produce gore CP on Discord, and yes, that's corrupting the youth, but not as much as fucking the communists, the leftists, the schools. That bitch is dumb.
It's a great story.
Don't
Kyle.
buy her book.
Great story. Great story, Kyle.
You should, when her book comes out, you should come out with your own book.
Yeah,
that
you
is
should
just
write a book
debunking hers.
commenting on her book. You should do a annotated edition of her book.
Yeah, but like call
The
her a
name of the
bitch and
book
stuff.
is gonna. The name of the book is "How That Bitch Is Wrong."
Yep.
That's the name of it.
Well, thank you guys so
Volume
much for watching. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show. We'll be back tomorrow night with another episode. Until then, hit that like button and tell all your friends to come subscribe to the Ministry Dude. We're hurting for subs. We're begging here. We need
Come
your
on
help,
down.
please. We're dying here. We lost 1,000 subs. That's like a kidney and 2 legs. All right, we'll see you guys later. Have a great night.
Yeah.
Do you think they bought it with me switching that quickly?
Sorry, what?
Do you think they bought it with me just switching like tones that quickly?
I don't get it.
I don't know.
Switching. What?
The tone of my voice, Kyle.
Oh. I guess.
I don't know.
Really know how to sandbag
Where
a
am I?
fucking bit.
You had no bit.
Also do.
Brazil invent sandbags, Kyle? Huh? Did Brazil invent sandbags? Sandbags and voids of comedy?
We're all masters of sandbags.
Why are you wearing a tracksuit, Kyle? It's not even cold there anymore.
It's
Or is it?
starting
I
to
don't
get
remember.
cold, dumbass.
No,
Yeah, winter is starting.
Kyle,
winter's
you don't. It's not that cold. Stop being a little thin-skinned Brazilian boy.
Do you live here?
I lived everywhere, Kyle. I'm Johnny Cash.
Yeah.